Spring football's back, and the UFL actually had a really fun week 1 weekend. So I'm going to give a little recap, and here's all the cool stuff that maybe you missed during the UFL. And let's start off with what I think is the play of the weekend. Wade Phillips is thinking about, hey, yeah, we're going to kick the field goal. We're going to kick the field goal. Now, this guy's apparently, he's famous. He's famous. Destroying. He's like a YouTuber. He's going to have this kick right here. No good. He has a shot in the UFL. Kind of love that. Going to be excited to see his story. So DC calls a timeout. The missed field goal doesn't count. And you see his eyes. Wade Phillips and the coach, they're talking about something. And Destroying isn't totally buying it. But watch the left end here as everybody starts to go in motion. Watch the left end. That's actually the starting center. You're going to have Brad Wing throw the ball, former Giants punter. He's the quarterback here. He's running wide open, wide open. The center's wide open. Catches it with his hands, and then he's scooting and moving to the end zone. Big boy spike. The San Antonio fans are happy. The Brahmas, I just found out what a Brahma was. It's a chicken. I had to search it. I had to look it up. And Brad Wing, the punter, yeah, that's not a running back. That's not a receiver. He's got aura, and he's the punter with that visor and stuff like that. Now let's move to Michigan. Jake Bates is going to be attempting a 64-yard field goal for the win, and St. Louis is going to call a timeout. But 64 yards, I think he made that, right? Let's take another look at it. Kick is up, kick is up. You see how it's spinning, I think it hits the crossbar because you see how it starts to spin differently. That official doesn't know what's happening, and then he's like, oh, St. Louis called a timeout. And hey, look, there's Mike Nolan. He wore a suit on the sidelines when he was a head coach of the 49ers. I always love seeing him. Now let's go. Take two, Jake Bates. The kick is up. It's spinning, drives it for 64 yards, 2 for 2, and he's got ice in his veins. And you want to know why? He hasn't made a field goal in-game since high school, Jake Bates. Awesome stuff, awesome special team stuff from the UFL week 1. Now, this is A.J. McCarron. This is the drive before. St. Louis had to have a game-winning, what they thought would be a game-winning drive, comeback drive, and here's Aitman making this insane catch. He was with the Raiders a couple years, the Bills practice squad. He's 6'4", uses all of his body, and now game's coming down to the wire, 4th and goal. Aitman makes that catch for the touchdown, and St. Louis takes the lead. Now let's go earlier in the game where this insane play happened, where you're going to have an interception. When I was watching this in the moment, I was like, what the hell happened here? I had no idea where the ball bounced off, how it bounced off, and how it wound up in the other guy's hands. As you see, it's going to bounce off, take a wild bounce, and Lucky lands right in the breadbasket of the defender. There was some really good quarterback play, too, happening in the UFL. That's why, usually the USFL, the XFL, it's not really that entertaining because the offenses aren't that fun. There was some fun quarterback stuff. This is Matt Corral that probably made, one of the throws of the weekend. Steps up in the pocket, splits those defenders, hits the receiver in stride, and then does a belly bump, chest bump to the UFL sign. Now look at the quarterback here. 3rd and 9, big play. Looks like he's making some sort of sign to the wide receiver, and lo and behold, steps up in the pocket. That's where he's going. I don't know if that was accidental or what, but some sort of pre-snap sign there for the receiver and the quarterback to understand maybe where the ball's going. Steps up in the pocket, splits those safeties. I think we're seeing some bad safety play in the UFL too, but explosive plays are fun. Now look at this. Toe tap drag on a 3rd and 8 for the touchdown. Papali, I don't think there's any relation to Vince Papali, but watch this. Get 2 feet down. Keep control and possession of that ball. And let's do a zoom in on that face. Yeah, you caught it, bud. You caught it, bud. You got it. Now watch that. This is probably the grittiest play of the weekend. I have no idea how this quarterback got this ball out. Watch, this linebacker is coming in like a bat out of hell, splits him basically in half, and he puts enough juice on that ball on a 3rd and 12 for the receiver to catch it. Awesome quarterback stuff from the UFL. This is spring football. Now we're going to end the video like this. Not really an exciting play, but Puka Williams from the University of Kansas, my prediction is he's going to do something fun, and he's going to do something that's worthwhile. All right, that's your UFL kind of week 1. I don't know if this is a recap. I watched the games. I was following on social media, and I'm like, you know what? There's some cool stuff that happened. I want to make a video on it. Let me know if you like it. Like, comment, subscribe. That's a recap.